Greetings viewers, welcome to another edition on God's Eye, where we would be bringing to you latest happenings around the globe. According to Newsweek on October 26, Finland will allow NATO to deploy nuclear weapons on its border with Russia. They refer to Finnish media reports. Before we give the news in full, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for more update. Apparently, the condition NATO set before joining Finland was to allow US nuclear missiles to be placed on the Finnish-Russian border, closer to Moscow than any other country except Ukraine. Ukraine is 5 minutes away from a nuclear strike on Moscow to preemptively decapitate a Russian retaliatory team, while Finland is 7 minutes, just 120 seconds longer, for Russia to retaliate. Finland should vote on a bill to join NATO on this basis to be America's vanguard to defeat Russia in World War III. Clearly NATO will defeat Russia and force a surrender if Finland joins, assuming NATO tricked Finnish leaders into thinking that accepting this would increase the likelihood of accelerating Finland's application for membership. The United States already has about 100 nuclear warheads in Europe, Belgium, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands and Turkey, according to the Federation of American Scientists. NATO members Britain and France also have their own nuclear weapons. None of these countries border Russia. They are all far apart. During the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962, Kennedy refused to allow the Soviet Union to place missiles just 1,131 miles from Washington, D.C., warned of starting a world war. Therefore, the Soviet Union decided not to. The Finnish border is located in the Finnish town of Kotka, just 507 miles from Moscow. The Ukrainian border is closer, 517 miles from Shostka to Moscow, and 353 miles from Sumy to Moscow. This is because it is the country that borders Russia and poses the greatest danger if it joins NATO. Finland is second, and only Ukraine is worse in the eyes of Russians. Russia invaded Ukraine so that it could push her potential 317 miles back to at least 1,131 miles. In 1962, everyone thought it was too close to Washington, D.C., which gave America an excuse to start World War III to prevent it. The difference between 317 miles and 507 miles is only about 2 minutes, because the slowest part of the flight accelerates faster. From a practical point of view, for Washington, placing a nuclear missile he is 800 kilometers from the Kremlin is like placing it closest to the Ukrainian border. It is already clear that Russia is actively resisting this. Rockets in 1962 were much slower than they are today. So if in 1962 it was 1,131 miles from Cuba, Russia today would have to place a U.S. missile about 2,000 miles from the nearest U.S. land-based nuclear missile. The current situation is far more dangerous for Russia than the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 was for America. According to major American scientists specializing in the evaluation of these issues, recent policies in the field of nuclear weapons in the United States are that nuclear army has the ability to fight and is planning to win a nuclear war. Create exactly what you can expect. Release the enemy with an unexpected first.